Hello and welcome to Exclusive Interviews, a show that gets you closer to your favorite personalities, be it actors, be it singers, musicians, anybody who is topical. I'm your host, Utai Mutiniria, and today I am excited to have on the exclusive seat a young man who is the talk right now. He is a looker. He was born in Zimbabwe and is doing it big across the borders in Mzansi. Ladies and gentlemen, I have on the exclusive seat, Jerome.
Wow.
Galiao.
Wow,
Whoa.
what an intro. Yo, I was about to jump on. It's just like, yeah. Remember, earlier on, I asked your producers if they have a couch budget.
Yeah.
I'm going to go crazy. Young man. Woo.
Like, how did you get into all this, start getting into acting when you're still local, and why?
So, I was 12. I don't know, I watched this movie. I don't know if it was Macaulay Culkin, but it wasn't Home Alone. And I saw this actor perform, and I was like, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to act. And I didn't know how, but it was just a passion I had. And yeah, I just chased that dream, and I just carried on pursuing it, and it happened. I got into TV. This side, I got into production. I did Supermodel as well.
You did Supermodel. I also did
with
Supermodel.
Michelle. What did you?
Yes.
How awesome was
Alan
that?
Riddell.
Serious.
It was
well,
so
with Alan
great.
Riddell and Dale Harding and then the directors. Yeah, it was awesome. I did Supermodel with Michelle Wallace, Lante Bannerman, Hussein Abdul.
Yes.
Hussein, him and I are like this. We
and
talk
he's also in SA too.
Yeah, no, he's in England now.
He's in England.
Yeah, he's doing big things.
Okay.
He's a big boy now.
All right.
Read Portuguese. So as he read it, I wrote what I was hearing. So you see, and I had to go home and I had to remember all this here. When I got to, and then I went to YouTube. That's why I'm an actor. You see, I went to YouTube. I started listening to Portuguese accents. I watched Al Pacino, Scarface. I listened to that accent he had as well. Got to set that day, and I killed it.
What?
I absolutely killed the role, and yeah, my character still hasn't died on the Queen.
Wow.
He just ran off, and he ran back and he went to Angola. From the Queen, things just went dry, and then it was back to
COVID.
waitering. I know it wasn't COVID yet.
It
Because I was in season 1 and 2 of the Queen.
Okay.
So it went back to dryness, and there was no work coming. Then I had to go back to waitering. I had to downgrade my apartment. It was back to the same thing. So it was frustrating. Then I got a series called Hope, where I had to play an Afrikaans gangster, colored gangster from the Cape. So I had to have the accent. I had to learn a few words here and there, but it was an English thing. So got that there. It lasted a good 4 months, 4 or 5 months, and then it stopped. Now in SA, if you're not on the big shows, you're not going to be cast. And then after that, it was casting after casting.
I'm just imagining you have been cast in these different series, and The Queen and A Generation Scandal, and you've been taking on these roles that are different. A gangster, a policeman, and a doctor. How do you?
Forgot that one. That was Isibaya.
How do you get into these characters, and how difficult is it really?
South Africa is a whole different scene. We'll even talk about. Just later on, we'll talk about how Dr. Mugari and Klingi, because that was the biggest thing for me. But getting into character is not like, people just think you need to be an actor to get into character. You can't just be someone, you can be an actor, because your mindset has to change. And imagine for that 6 to 7 hours that you're at work, you cannot afford to be Jerome anymore. You get there, even at work, from the door, they're calling you doctor. And you've got to become a doctor. You've got to become essentially that guy, and whoever he is in the character body. So Dr. Mugari and Jerome are very different. Like you can see, Dr. Mugari, if you're watching, he's not this.
I know.
Even if you see the interviews he's calm. Yeah, he's calm, he's chill, he doesn't get excited. And Jerome is just, whoa. So you got to, and then going home and then breaking character and becoming yourself. And then having to go to your family and then becoming Jerome. So that transitioning mentally. And then you come play all these different roles. So also you got to, when it ends, you've got to end it.